Hi, welcome back to Paisanos Let's Cook. Today we're going to do a chicken francese dish, which is basically chicken in a lemon and butter sauce. I always start with chicken cutlets, usually about 1/4 inch thick. And then we have 4 eggs here, 4 cups of flour. This is the freshly squeezed juice of 10 lemons. And then we have some fresh parsley here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dip this chicken in the egg wash. I'm going to try and get a lot of this egg off. We don't want too much on there. And now I'm just going to switch to my hands. We're going to flour this up. I'm going to lay these on this plate. I'm just going to do the same thing with all of this chicken. I'm going to get a nice coat of flour on here. My grandfather was a butcher in Brooklyn, so every single day we would go to the butcher shop and buy everything fresh. If my mom was working that day, I would always go with my grandma, who had that little old Italian shopping cart, and then we go to the butcher shop and we tell my grandfather whatever we wanted. My grandmother didn't believe in freezing anything. She had ice cubes in her freezer that never had any ice cubes in them. Nothing was frozen. Everything was fresh. We didn't eat frozen vegetables. We went to the vegetable store every day. And that's how a lot of Italian people, that's how they did it back then. It was nice to have a butcher in the family. We had great veal and awesome lamb chops all the time. And it was great. My grandfather would make his own Italian sausage. We call it pinwheel sausage. And it had cheese and parsley. And it was rolled real tight and these big old toothpicks through it. And that was amazing. So we're almost done here. Okay. So now we're going to transfer this, once I wash my hands here. So now we're going to transfer this over to our stock pot here. And in this pot right now, what I have is a 1/2 stick of butter. And you just want to put it on, kind of, now we can switch it over to a medium flame, because now we're going to get ready to brown these cutlets in here. And these are on a medium heat right now. And you are going to have to add butter throughout this whole process. The butter is the source of the love. That's where the flavor is going to come from in this dish. So right now, I'm going to add some more butter to this. And we're just going to let this, we want to get these cutlets with a nice golden brown, and I'll show you as they're cooking what we kind of are looking for here. So we're about ready to flip these now. They've been in here about 4 minutes. This is what you want them to look like. Nicely golden brown, not too dark, not burnt. And then to this, we're going to add a little bit of salt. Just a sprinkle, not overdoing it. I don't want to kill it. Pepper. Now we're going to let them brown on this side as well. And this will probably take another 4 to 5 minutes, depending on the thickness of the cutlet. I mean, we're not going to get all of that perfect every time. And as you can tell, this butter here is not burning. So that's why we want to kind of keep this on a medium heat. Otherwise the butter will burn, and that will definitely, the sauce will not be usable. So we just want to kind of keep it looking just like this. We're just about to pull out our other batch of chicken. This is about 3 pounds of chicken cutlets that I've used here. And the butter, I have used a stick and a half of butter so far. So if you can see in here, this is all the love. This is what's going to make the sauce for the Francese. So the way we do this is we add that juice, and this is the juice again of 10 lemons. We want to lower that once we get our lemon juice in here. I'm going to add some fresh parsley to this. And we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper now. Here's our pepper. The most important thing here is we want to get those drippings from the bottom. So we're just going to kind of scrape the bottom here and just let this sauce cook now. While the sauce is cooking on this very low flame, we want to finish cooking our chicken cutlets. So I usually use a cookie sheet. You can use a baking dish. You can use whatever you'd like. I set the oven at 350, and we're going to cook these for another 20 minutes in the middle rack. And we'll wait for those to cook. While this sauce is cooking, as you can tell, this is how we want a very low simmer on this sauce. Now our 20 minutes is up, and we are going to take our chicken out here. That's what it should look like when it's cooked through. And I'm going to transfer this to our serving plate. And like I said before, this is about 3 pounds of chicken cutlets. If you're having a bigger crowd, feel free to make more. You can, or lessen this recipe if it's, you know, just going to be a small crowd, just yourself. And then we're going to get our sauce. So this sauce has been cooking on a low flame for about 15 minutes. And as you can tell, we have all this goodness in here. So now we're going to start drizzling this over our chicken. This is about the color that you want it to be. Because don't forget now, this has all that browning flavor from when we were doing that chicken in here. If you want to clean up your plate a little bit, since I made a big old mess here, you can do that. And then to garnish it, I just add some lemon slices on top. Sprinkle that with a little fresh parsley again, just for a little color, just for a little presentation. And there you go, there's your chicken Francese all done. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please feel free to leave a comment, leave a like. You want to see more videos here, subscribe to the channel. And our next video is going to be a side dish that is going to be a great add-on to the chicken franchise.